Listen, man, if you think love is all butterflies and fairy tales, you're already being played. What if I told you there's a dark side of the female psyche that no one talks about? One that manipulates, tests, and rewards only the man who refuses to fall for her games. And here's the truth. Women do not want you to watch this. Because after this video, you won't chase, beg, or cry again. You'll understand her, even more than she understands herself. So sit up, stop scrolling, lock in. Let's dive into the psychology she hides behind makeup, fake smiles, and emotional chaos. 1. The female psyche isn't soft, it's strategic. Pay attention to this. Women are not weak, they are calculating. In the book The Manipulated Man by Esther Vilar, she reveals how society trains women to exploit male instincts, not maliciously, but strategically. Women are trained to control men through emotional blackmail, not open war. Observe this. She doesn't need physical power. She has emotional warfare. She knows how to act distant, how to make you chase, how to disappear when you're too available. And you, bro, you're texting her double hearts and praying for a reply. Pathetic. Stop being her entertainment. 2, importunately, her greatest secret. Let me give you a disturbing truth from The Art of Seduction by Greene. The greatest seducers never chase, they pull. Listen, man, women don't love what's handed to them. They crave what makes them feel inferior, what challenges their ego. Her greatest secret? She tests your masculinity constantly. She'll pretend to be emotional just to see if you bend. She'll flirt with others to test your reaction. She's not evil, she's primal. If you fail these tests, you become another weak man she deletes emotionally. 3. How to control her. Control yourself. What are you doing, bro? Begging for answers, asking why she ghosted? Grow up. You can't control her until you control your attention. In The Way of the Superior Man by Deida, he explains, a woman's test is not a threat, but a gift, an opportunity to grow stronger. So when she pushes you, don't push back, don't react. Stay grounded, stay stoic. Let her throw emotional grenades, and you remain still like a mountain. That's real power. That's what bends her knees, not compliments. 4. Why she doesn't respect you. Let's discuss deeply. She says she wants a nice guy, yet chooses the man who ignores her, disrespects her, and leaves her on read. Insane, right? But in Why Men Love Btches by Argov, she breaks it down. Respect is earned when a woman feels she can't fully have you. Listen carefully, she doesn't want to be your world. She wants to orbit around a man who already has one. You want her to respect you. Stop prioritizing her over your purpose. Stop texting back in seconds. Stop begging for her attention. Be the man who walks away, even when she's naked in front of you. 5. The dark biology behind her behavior. Seriously, man, don't ignore this. You're not dealing with logic. You're dealing with biology. In The Evolution of Desire by Btches, he reveals shocking insights. Women are biologically wired to secure the best possible genetic material, even if it means deception. Let that sink in. She may love you, but if a stronger man enters the room, she feels it. This isn't moral, it's primal programming. So don't compete by becoming sweeter. Compete by becoming more powerful, more grounded, more unavailable. That's how you win this silent war. 6. Her love has a shelf life. Accept that. Look at this truth. Even if it hurts, her love is conditional. It depends on your strength, presence, status, and direction. No woman stays in love with a man who lacks direction, period. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Her moods, temporary. Her affection, fleeting. Your purpose, eternal. She will leave the moment you lose your mission, so never let her become your mission. 7. How to understand her. Watch, don't listen. You keep asking, what does she mean? Bro, watch her actions, not her words. She says, I need space, but posts thirst traps 10 minutes later. She says, I'm not ready for a relationship, yet sleeps with a bad boy the next week. You're confused because you listen with your ears, not your eyes. Nietzsche said, there are no facts, only interpretations. Interpret her behavior like a Stoic, cold, clear, detached. Stop taking it personally and start seeing it strategically. 8. Why you're her backup plan and don't even know it. Listen, bro, you're not her dream man. You're her safety net. Brutal, I know. But hear me. In Women Who Love Too Much by Robin Norwood, it's explained that many women latch onto emotionally safe, predictable men. Not because they desire them, but because they fear being alone. So while you're out here planning dates and dreaming of a future, she's thinking, he's nice, but something's missing. What's missing? Mystery, danger, edge. You're trying to be her forever. She's using you until her real obsession shows up. Stop being her therapist. Be the man who doesn't need her validation. 9. The test never ends. Fail once. She's gone. Let's discuss this deeply. A woman is always watching, not with words, with her instinct. She notices when you get insecure. She senses when you're too available. She watches when you compromise your values just to keep her happy. And the moment you fail her internal test, she emotionally checks out. You think she's confused. No, she's done. In Stoicism, Epictetus warns, it's not things that disturb us, but our opinion about them. Your biggest enemy isn't her. It's your emotional weakness. She's designed by nature to test you. You're designed by reason to remain unshaken. Fail that test once, and she never looks at you the same again. 10. Why she fears losing the man who can walk away. Observe this carefully. She doesn't chase the man who buys her things. She chases the one who could vanish tomorrow. That's why she obsesses over the emotionally unavailable guy, not because he's cruel, but because he's a mystery she can't solve. The moment you become predictable, the moment she can predict your next text, your next compliment, your next plan, you've lost. Women aren't addicted to certainty. They're addicted to emotion, and emotion only comes from uncertainty. This is why Stoic detachment isn't just powerful, it's magnetic. 11th, her fantasy is not about love, it's about submission. What are you doing, bro? Trying to be her equal, trying to co-lead the relationship? That's not what she dreams about. In her most private fantasies, she's not the boss. She's not in control. She's submitting to a man who is stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You want her to respect you? Lead. Speak with certainty. Act with purpose. Don't ask. Decide. In Iron John by Robert Bly, the idea is clear. A woman will follow a man who walks his own path, even through fire. So lead yourself first. She'll follow your gravity. 12th, emotional control. Sexual power. Pay attention. A man who controls his impulses is more powerful than one who lifts 400 pounds. Because in her eyes, emotional strength equals sexual dominance. You don't win her respect by being horny on command. You win it by disciplining your attention. You think she doesn't notice when you're thirsty? When you jump the moment she sends a selfie? She sees it, and she loses respect every time. Self-restraint is the most attractive energy you can radiate. Not silence out of fear, but silence out of power. A man who can walk away is a man she can't forget. The truth they'll never admit. Let me say it loud. She doesn't want to love you more than you love yourself. She doesn't want to be your everything. She wants to look up to you, to feel like you are unshakable. That even if she left tomorrow, you'd still win. That's why this video is dangerous. Because once you see her not as a fantasy, but as a biological puzzle, as a test, as a mirror reflecting your weakness or strength, you become what she secretly craves but will never ask for. Let's recap these dopamine hits that rewire your mind. She doesn't want control. She wants a man she can't control. She doesn't want your emotions. She wants your emotional mastery. She doesn't want to lead. She wants to follow a man with vision. She doesn't want a perfect man. She wants a dangerous one who's tamed himself. Remember, a lion doesn't explain himself to sheep. You are not here to beg, explain, or chase. You are here to observe, lead, and walk away if she fails your standards. Because once you flip the frame, she starts chasing you. So next time you see her playing games, ghosting, posting thirst traps, testing you with silence, smile. Because now you see it all. You don't play her game. You control the board. You've unplugged from the illusion. You're not emotionally hijacked. You are the Stoic in the storm. You are the prize now. And that, my friend, is what she feared the most.